am concerned about. I've represented this neighborhood for many years.
Tonight, an advisory neighborhood commissioner is calling for action after a large group of teens took over Navy Yard Friday night, causing chaos and confusion. Thanks for joining us on the news at 11. I'm Larry Miller. Our Alexis Wainwright has more details and explains what happened as D.C. police responded and what homeowners in the neighborhood have to say.
All of a sudden, around 8:30-ish or so, I was heading back into the neighborhood, and I just saw the largest police presence I've seen since January 6th.
A chaotic scene in the district Friday night.
There were kids all over the place from multiple blocks around the Navy Yard Metro stop.
D.C. police say they responded to multiple calls for reports of a fight near Water Street in Southwest. As the night went on, there were more large gatherings of teens along the waterfront. 6 arrests were made as police dispersed the large crowd. 5 were arrested for disorderly conduct, 1 arrest for assault on a police officer. Police say that officer was not seriously injured.
Where are the parents? Why are the kids out on the street? The response from the officer was essentially verbatim. It's spring break and these kids had nothing else to do. They were bored on a Friday night. So apparently they were assaulting bystanders and making their way from the National Harbor, and then there were incidents at the Wharf, and then they ended up in Navy Yard.
At one point, Advisory Neighborhood Commissioner Edward Daniels says some came into an apartment lobby and even hosted a party. Several sources say this group of teens came from the National Harbor in Prince George's County after they were kicked off of the property for curfew. On Fridays and Saturdays, anyone 16 or younger is not allowed at the National Harbor unless they are accompanied by an adult.
The curfew has been very successful. I've spoken to business owners, to residents, and we have not had the major issues that we saw in the past.
The curfew began as an executive order by then Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks to address incidents of teen violence and theft. In the last year, the county council made the curfew permanent.
It's been very good since the curfew went into effect.
After seeing something like this, do you think that's something that may be needed for Navy Yard and the Wharf area?
Most definitely. This has been happening for a number of years.
Now, no serious injuries were reported. We can tell you since we've been here in Southwest, we have seen a heavy police presence. D.C. police say they plan to keep an enhanced presence throughout the weekend. Alexis Wainwright, WUSA 9.